Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Oh boy, I might be a little late with this one, just a little bit. Today we're going to get into it's like a mid-year check-in, essentially a mid-year check-in. I'm going to give you my top 5 whiskeys that I've sipped thus far in 2024. Of course, I got to end it with an asterisk, right? An asterisk. So these are my top 5 whiskeys. I'm a little late for my mid-year check-in. I typically like to do this in July. However, I've been on the road a lot between the whiskey stuff, the whole whiskey business, being out in Kentucky and some other places as well as some family vacation. Didn't get a chance to get to this one in July, but hey, here we are, right? So these are the top 5 whiskeys that I've tasted thus far. When I was sitting down to review this list, to me, it was crystal clear. The top 5 whiskeys I've had thus far in 2024. You're going to see a wide range of, there are a few obviously that are a little bit more expensive. But there are some ones on here that are, everyday brands. Their standard products are, 60, 70 bucks. So we're going to dive into it. Have a little bit of fun. Cool? All right, before we dive into that real quick, a couple housekeeping things. Number one, first and foremost, just want to welcome all my new patrons. The channel, our Patron community has been growing. Honestly, we have a lot of really cool people in our Patron community. We're just honestly like a cool family, honestly. I love our Discord. Everyone goes back and forth between the comments, helping each other out. Our happy hours, we actually have one coming up this weekend. We did a private tasting not too long ago. So we're having actually a lot of fun. So really do appreciate all my patrons, so welcome to all our new patrons as well. And then speaking of patrons, barrel picks. So what's new for our patron community? Number one, our next barrel pick, which should be in either the beginning or maybe at the end of next week, still kind of TBD based off of shipping, is our Glen's Creek OCD number 5. Yes, Glen's Creek OCD number 5. Extremely excited for our next barrel pick that's coming in, I believe, next week. It's on the truck right now, so just depends on how long the shipping takes. So really excited for that one. That's going to be, oh my gosh, that's just amazing. The second one we have coming up after that is going to be ASW. The Fiddler, we did a barrel pick with ASW, and then shortly after that is our 4-gate. We did a 4-gate, kind of like a play on like the Kelvin 60, so it's like a whole double oaked. So that's the next one after that, and then there's a whole bunch of other ones that are scheduled to come in after those 3, and the other ones we have in the plans as well. So again, cheers to my Patreon community, and cheers to everyone else out there as well. Cheers. Woo! I'm sipping one of my top 5. All right. And by the way, these are not in order. For my mid-year check-in, my top 5, I don't rank them in order as of yet because wait till the end of the year for that. Cool? All right. So these are my top 5. Again, not in order. Number 1. Again, not in order, but number 1 on the list for today. A little bit more pricey and slightly harder to find. Honestly, I didn't find this bottle myself. Luckily, one of my patrons, one of my good buddies, my buddy Paul, found it at MSRP. I gave him cash for it, and I tried it. I reviewed it on the channel, and I mean, it got 3 gavels, right? I mean, seriously, it was 3 gavel good. That just means it's just epic. So number 1 is Joseph Magnus Murray Hill Club, the special release. This was the Calvados cast finish. First and foremost, look at that color. This whiskey is truly in a different category. If you like, I should say, by the way, if you like finished whiskeys, to me, Nancy Fraley, as we all know, master blender, master taster, master everything when it comes to whiskey, because the woman does not fail when it comes to whiskey. She is truly the queen. I'm gonna call her the queen of whiskey. When she puts her brand or her name behind a brand, you can trust and believe it's going to be great whiskey. And this special edition of Joseph Magnus Murray Hill Club, it's all that. So check out the review. I reviewed this one before. It's truly probably one of the best finished whiskeys I've ever had in my life. It's definitely up there for sure. This one, number 1. All right, let's get into number 2. And that one's a little bit more expensive as well. Again, like I said before. But let's get to number 2. All right, so number 2 is a bottle. Most of their products, honestly, you can get online, like at Bourbon Outfitters, $60 for single barrels that are cask strength. You can get like their small batch for like $45. Their and like various different other offerings that they have. Number 2, I just reviewed this not too long ago, just literally a couple days ago, and this too was a 3 gavel good decision. Number 2, my good friends from JT Mellick. This is the Legacy Edition. Now, while this one you can only get at the distillery and it's definitely harder to find, honestly, take away the Legacy Edition, which was, their oldest distillate as of today. I did a barrel pick with JT Mellick, but honestly, there are a ton of barrel picks even out there right now on Bourbon Outfitters. If you can find any of their single barrels or even their small batch whiskey, honestly, in my personal opinion, JT Mellick, I know it's rice whiskey, and a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I've never tried rice whiskey before. Let me just say, take a leap of faith, try this whiskey, come back, and then you could thank me later. I'm telling you, while this Legacy Edition that you can only get at the distillery, which I think is sold out now, while it is absolutely just epic, and I mean it is epic, I would say every single barrel that I've had from JT Mellick, not just my own, other ones that I've just bought like randomly on Bourbon Outfitters, like ones that other groups have done themselves, I was like, wow, they've all been consistent. Check out this review, you'll find out the reason why. But JT Mellick Legacy Edition, especially this one, amazing. But honestly, you can get all their stuff, single barrels, for $60. A $60 bottle for most of their single barrels, and you will fall in love with it. Just trust and believe. Trust and believe in the JT Mellick, and believe in that rice whiskey. I need a sip on that one. Cheers. Woo! All right. What is number 3? Number 3, $70 bottle. To me, number 3 embodies what you think about when you think of, I want pure Kentucky bourbon. It's number 3. $70 bottle. When I think of Kentucky whiskey, Kentucky bourbon, I'm thinking about a couple things that come to mind. Tons of leather, oak, chocolate, caramel, just all of that, just goodiness. Literally, just everything that you want in a Kentucky bourbon for a $70 bottle. Here's the kicker. A little hard to find. But number 3, OCD number 5. Folks, I'm telling you, Glen's Creek Distillery, and specifically Dave, the owner, this bottle here, OCD number 5, it is some of the best whiskey on the market. I mean, probably some of the best whiskey, honestly, on the planet. It truly is. The only challenge with Glen's Creek and OCD number 5 is the fact that you can, for the most part, only find it in certain Kentucky stores, liquor stores, as well as you can go to the actual distillery. They do not ship. They make it very crystal clear on their website. Dave makes it crystal clear. They're not shipping whiskey. You can go there. You can buy it online. It'll stay in their vault, which is locked up, right? It'll stay in their vault, and you can pick it up at the distillery. But when I'm telling you, it's worth making the trip out to Kentucky to get their whiskey, it's truly worth it. Or, I mean, you can get my barrel pick as well for my Patron community, but they don't really ship otherwise, other than like private picks like mine. And I think there are some other like liquor stores that have done some picks. They themselves do not ship. But grab their whiskey. You won't be disappointed. Honestly, I'm telling you, Glen's Creek, I'm a big fan of this brand. I own way too many bottles up there and some others in the back corner. I'm a little bit of a fan of Glen's Creek. Just a little bit. Just a smidge if you can't tell. All right, that's number 3 on the list. What is number 4? So number 4, slightly more pricey. But when you think about the age statement of their whiskey, they're taking whiskey, blending it together. Big age statements, typically anywhere from 15 years up to like 23, 25 years, blending it together. And the final product, stop it. Number 4, Found North Helldiver. This is my second bottle of the Helldiver. I love Found North, honestly. I really do. I think Found North, Nick Taylor and his brother, I love everything that they're doing, creating a brand new concept. taking, you know, various different, you know, individual grains like corn, rye, malted barley, and so forth, blending it together, finishing it, and so forth. Canadian whiskey, that is, I should say. But honestly, even the price point, like, you know, sure, it's a little bit more expensive, $1.50, but this day and age, a lot of times people are charging $1.50 for like a 8-9-year-old, when in this case, a lot of the whiskey is 15, 20, 23, 25 years. So, found North Helldiver, pretty special whiskey. Absolutely. All right, before I get to number 5 and get to the asterisk, real quick, 3 quick easy favors. Number 1, hit the like button. Number 2, drop me a comment. Let me know what are some of your top bottles thus far of 2024. And last but not least, please make sure you all subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so you get notification each and every time I release new content. Cool? All right. Cheers again. Woo! That is good. All right, Judge. What's the last one on the list before we get to the asterisk? So the last one on the list is what I'm sipping right now, number 5. I think I got this bottle for like $75. Again, $75 at the distillery. So it was a distillery only release. But I would say the quality of this whiskey is, especially for a finished rye, is amazing. And I mean amazing. So number 5 on the list, this is a brand new, I haven't even reviewed this on the channel. Just got this bottle in the last week. This is the brand new Sagamore Amontillado. I think I killed that name, but I tried. This is the brand new Sagamore Amontillado cash finish. It is a distillery exclusive only release, coming in at 102 proof. So basically it's a rye whiskey aged 4 years, and then they aged it for another 4 years and 4 months in Amontillado sherry barrels. So it's basically an 8-year, 4-month product, but the last 4 years and 4 months was spent in this Amontillado sherry cask barrel. That's a long time in the sherry cask. And they already had their standard sherry finish. If you thought that was good, get a hold of this. If you love a finished whiskey, it's all that. Especially for a rye, it is everything. It is everything. It takes the standard sherry finish to a whole nother level. Get a friend, someone that you know locally that's in the Sagamore, like in the Maryland area, close to Sagamore, someone who has a bottle. Make sure they send you a sample of it because it is just that good. That bottle right there for $75. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. Insane. Insane. I'm kicking myself for only buying one. That's my only regret for only buying one. I need to get back there and get another one. So, hey, that's that. All right, so what is my asterisk and why? So it's my asterisk because I don't own the bottle. I do not own the bottle. I've had it on numerous occasions, but I don't own the bottle. I've had a couple samples from a couple different friends. My buddy Justin gave me a sample, and my good friends Josh and Aaron over from Stuff and Whiskey, they too also gave me a sample of it, and I loved it. Unfortunately, it's my asterisk because I just can't find it, and it's one that is just so hard to find. But if you do find it, it is a great pour. I can't lie, it is a great pour. So my asterisk is none other than, do my Vanna White, Russell's 15. Yes, Russell's 15 is amazing. As I said in my episode, right, it's definitely better than 13. It is. Is it $100 better? I wish it was a little bit cheaper, to be honest with you. I do wish it was $100, a little bit cheaper, maybe not $250. I wish it was like $200. When whiskey's $250, it's a lot of cash. But when you just talk about the quality of the whiskey itself, is the quality deserving of being in the top 10 list of 2024? Well, that's a no-brainer. Yeah, it is. It is a fantastic bottle. So for now, I just got to settle for my Russell's 13, which is close. Not at the 15 level, but close enough. But Russell's 15 is definitely worthy of being in the top 10 list of 2024. So it makes the mid-year check-in for sure. Hey, friends, until the next time, peace, cheers, and as we say, most important, salute. Take care. See you guys.